Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back. So I want to do a short video today. I was in the process of replacing my brake discs on my highball, which I started a project on. If you haven't checked that out yet, I'll post a link to that video. I'm working on a weight weenie project for that. But I was about to replace my rotors. These rotors, the Sram 160 center lines that came with it, are rather worn, and so I went on the old eBay, which was my first mistake, and I got some replacements. Now, these came in the mail. They looked pretty good. The packaging looked somewhat reliable, right? Looked fine. But after I did a little digging, I am about 99% sure that these are fake. And so, since I got burned with my poor decision of buying stuff on eBay, I just wanted to do a short video sort of comparing the two and helping you guys figure out how to spot these fake SRAM, at least, disc rotors. I'm sure there's fakes for everything, Shimano. Probably there's knockoffs of knockoffs. But let's take a look at these that came from eBay, supposedly a US seller. Now, the first giveaway I want to talk about is the shipping time. Now, this one seller may have been just particularly careless, but it was supposed to be a US warehouse, and it took about 2.5 weeks for it to get here, which is not a US warehouse, right? And so what you can also do, let me see if I can get an example here, is if you look, now oftentimes what they will do is they will, this is the shipping label, I ripped it off, but they'll usually, if they're really lazy, they'll just put a new shipping label on top of the original one, because what they do is they get them shipped over here, usually from China, and then they ship it to you. Even though they say they're a US warehouse, they're really not. And so something you can do is if you can rip off the top label, and sometimes it's harder to do because it's very, it's sticky and it rips it off, but if you look behind it, I don't know if you can see that, so let me see if I can get some focus going here. Give me a second. Alright, if you can see that right there, we've got some Chinese characters. Now that's the first kind of dead giveaway that this is at the very least not coming from a US warehouse like they may claim. Doesn't necessarily mean it's fake, but if it says it's from a US warehouse and then you get a shipping label with a bunch of Chinese characters, that's probably the first giveaway that you're probably not getting the real deal. Okay, it's not the only thing. Now, it could still be a real item being shipped over here from China. I'm sure SRAM does have these made in China or Taiwan, so that is definitely a possibility. However, the seller lying about the origin, probably not a good start. Let's move on to the actual brake rotors themselves. So you open up the packaging. The packaging looks pretty good. Again, I don't have original SRAM packaging here. I will probably go buy one since these are fake. And I can compare at that point. But packaging looks okay. You take the rotor out, and it looks fine, right? This looks like the SRAM rotor, and I have a genuine rotor here. This is the one that came on my bike. And you see here they look very similar. But there are a few minor differences that will be sort of giveaways that this one on the left here is fake, and this is the real deal. So first things first, let's do a weight test. Now, the rotor I have here, this is from a different bike. It's basically brand new. It does have about 100 miles on it, so obviously not brand new. So if there's a slight discrepancy, in which case this is lighter, that's potentially because of wear, but I doubt it is significantly worn at this point. So let's take a look-see here. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh. This is the genuine rotor, and we are getting 112 grams per rotor, and that's pretty close to what SRAM specifies for a new centerline 160 rotor, so that looks good. Let's move this guy off of there, and let's grab our potential fake, and we are lighter even though this is new. So this is 108. So yes, if you're trying to shave some grams, there you go, there's a few grams for you right there. But off the bat, this brand new rotor is lighter than the other one. Now, not a major difference, obviously. It could just be, slight manufacturing differences, but it is lighter. So that's the first giveaway we have here. Let's go a little deeper though, because there's more things that we can pick out. Okay, so now we need to inspect sort of the machining and the quality. This is the supposed fake or the alleged fake. So let's see how this holds up. So the first thing that I noticed that jumped out at me was actually this SRAM logo right here. Let me see if I can get this a little more zoomed in for you guys. There we go. All right, so this SRAM logo right here. This is on the fake. You see here, it's not filled in, okay? Whereas on the original, which I will place right here, as you can see, it is filled in. Nice and dark. And the text is a little different too. There's almost like a texture to this one, right? You can kind of feel, I don't know if it's like laser etching or whatever, whereas this one feels entirely smooth. So that's one thing there. And then the same thing is sort of true of the rest of the text, right? So here it says bolt torque. You can see here, like it's kind of tilted, right? Bolt, there's some space there, and then as you go down here, the E is almost cut off. All right, so this isn't centered properly. It does say the same thing. It says bolt torque 55 inch-pounds to 6.2 newton meters, so the numbers are correct, but the actual printing of it is a little off. Again, if we compare to the genuine, you see here that looks better. The centering is a lot better on this, okay? Same thing here with this date, okay? This is a build date, I'm guessing, so 3rd of March, I guess. I'm not sure what TC stands for, March 2021. The other giveaway is that this date makes no sense. Now, first of all, the font is just totally different on this one, as you can see here. Totally different font than the old. Let me place them side by side here so you can see the difference. So, I've got the genuine on top and the fake on the bottom. Okay, so totally different font, and it's spaced out. And also, it's 2014. Now, I guess this could be old stock from 7 years ago, but that's pretty unlikely for a new product, right? So it seems like they just picked a random date when they started making these, and they stuck with that date, and they haven't bothered to change it. Whereas in the new one, obviously, it should probably be in the past couple years, not 7 years ago, I would imagine. And then again, same thing on the lettering here for centerline. Right, we have a little bit of a difference between the two fonts, I would say. There's the original, and then here is the fake. Different fonts, and the centering is just a little bit off on the fake. It's close, right? That's the thing. It is close. It doesn't seem completely wrong, but it's not the same. It's not right. And then the other thing I noticed is the shape of these holes. I guess these vents, probably for cooling. So if you look, this is the genuine that I'm showing right now on the camera. If you look at these holes here, they're rather oval, right? They're much longer than they are tall. Whereas if you look at the fake guy, these are a little more circular. Obviously, they're still ovals, but they're definitely a little bit more on the circular side than they are in the oval side, right? As you can kind of see that. Same thing with these sort of longer vents, right? These are definitely a little thicker, I think. I can't get an exact measurement between these two, but this one definitely looks a little longer and a little thinner. This is the genuine one on top. And this guy looks just a little bit off. So, you know, given all of that, I'm pretty, let me go ahead and place those down for a second. I'm pretty certain that these are fakes. Sorry, this guy here, this is a fake here. This is a genuine, and this guy here is not the real deal. Figured one last thing I would check just before, just to see if there's any difference. Probably isn't, but let's give it a shot. Let's take a look at the bolts that come with the most likely fake. Now, these are the ones that come with the fake, most likely, and do a little zoom in right here. So you can see this. Some autofocus going, and there we go. Okay, they have Loctite on them, and they are the correct T25. Let's throw these on the scale. We've got a set of 6 coming in at 13.5 grams. 13.6 grams for a set of 6 of the ones that came with the counterfeit. And then if we grab our genuine screws, which I'm throwing all over the place, if we grab our genuine screws, we've got about the same. Okay, so these may be the same screws, but they do just, I may be crazy. They feel a little different to me. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, there you go. Okay, so they're more domed. Again, that's very hard to see. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Okay. So on the right here, we have the one from the counterfeit, and the left is the genuine one that came with the real SRAM. It's more flattened on the SRAM one, whereas this one is a little more rounded off, as you can see, more mushroomed at the top here. Now again, this doesn't necessarily make this bolt worse than this one. I don't think there's any real quality difference. They weigh the same, right? But it is different. So, you know, if this were SRAM, there's no reason why these would be different, especially these are both brand new, because this rotor, as you saw, was made in 2021, the one that, my genuine one, and then this one I got from eBay is supposedly made in 2014, so, but I bought it this year, so it's not like it's different. But anyways, that's the video I wanted to make. Watch out for these fakes. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to see if I can get my money back. I probably won't, or at the very least I'll have to ship it back to God knows where. But just I figured save someone some hassle, be on the lookout for fakes. I know they're more expensive to buy the real ones, but just buy the real ones. You know, they're real, you don't have to worry about them, and you know, it's really not a great... Oh, sorry, I just noticed another. Oh, this is pretty glaring. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me show you guys one more thing that I noticed. This is going to be hard to show on camera, but there is one more major difference I just noticed here. Okay. Can you guys see the difference in the machining, the machine work? The top is the genuine. This guy is the fake. See how it's all black and hard, or it's not even finished at all. It's not been machined. This is really smooth. Okay, so again, this is the fake. It's obvious. Don't buy the fakes. Buy the real ones. Hopefully this video will help you figure it out. If you've bought these fake ones and they've worked really well for you, or if they've worked terribly for you, let me know in the comments below. This was just a short video because I wanted to help some people just in case they fell into the same trap I did. The highball weight weenie project is coming along great. We've got some new parts for it, which are hopefully all genuine. And I will be posting a new video on that very soon. So stay tuned. If you haven't yet done so, please consider subscribing so that you can keep up with the project. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next time. See you later.